Absolutely. I want to give a very warm welcome to our longtime friend and RuneScape legend. You might know him as Drummer Guy 59 from way back in the day, or Drum, or Rob Z if you're British. He is watching his videos back in the day, maybe like 10 years ago. All of his, Godsword brings all the boys to the yard parodies. And God, that was the shit. I used to love that. I still do. And I haven't talked to you in a hot minute. I think the last time I talked to you was probably around RuneFest about 10 years ago, which is absolutely
it's
insane.
been a long time. Sad story about all those parody videos, though, by the way. Slowly but surely, YouTube said, nah, we're going to copyright all of these and block them everywhere.
That's YouTube for you.
Of course they did. Oh, goddamn. That's fucked up, dude. Where are they now? Are they sitting in a hard drive somewhere?
Some of them are still up, but they're just unlisted. But I got one like copyright strike for the Godsword one. Most of them just got blacklisted basically and blocked in basically every single country. So it's like no one can even view them anyway.
Oh man.
But like you weren't using like the actual music tracks for like this. Like it's not even like how does it pick that up? Like you have different lyrics. It's like a different background beat.
Back in the day, YouTube was a little bit more nicer to songs or whatever when people use them, especially for RuneScape music videos back in the day. Everyone did that stuff. You can't really see anyone doing that any day or any time now. Right. So I basically just looked up the instrumental versions of the songs and just used those. They weren't really altered in any way, so they just got easily caught over time.
I see. Oh God, that sucks, dude. I'm so sorry, and that hurts right in the childhood, dude.
I don't need to hear myself sing anymore.
It's nice for you, but it sucks for the rest of us. So
yes.
Yeah, basically that's how it goes.
So what have you been up to lately, man?
Overall, I'm still making videos. I got back into it last year, when the pandemic and everything happened. I was still playing RuneScape, and I was like, why not? Let's start making videos again. And I did the one thing. I started doing the one thing I didn't want to do from back in the day when the kind of content that we made, and then it was started shifting over to progress kind of series. Everyone didn't like it back then, but it's all the rage now. It's all that anyone ever watches in the community now. So I started doing that. I started to try and learn how to do like some sprite editing stuff to make them at least a little bit different.
Yeah, I saw some of that. Yeah.
I don't know anything about it, so I just try to figure things out how, myself or whatever. But yeah, still making videos. Real life is about the same, really. I guess the only thing different is I'm way older now, and I got some tattoos. I suppose it's about it. There's
what do you got? What kind of tattoos you got?
Oh, they're just animal related.
Oh, okay, it's not like
I've got tiger, wolf.
It's not like a god sword or something like down your bicep or something like that. Okay.
No one's got tattoos.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, but that's about it. Nothing too drastic, I suppose.
You've got a pretty good podcast going, or not podcast. I'm sorry, a stream. I've jumped over there. You got like the whole professional digs and everything. You got like the neon lights in the background, the professional looking camera. Yeah. Looks pretty good.
They're actually just floor lamps that you normally put outside, but they were the cheapest ones I could find.
Oh wow,
it looks great. I mean, you look like you know your stuff. But I've got like a terrible like fluorescent lamp on mine and like a white boring wall in the background. But yours looks legit. I'm still working on mine. But so let's go back a bit. So to your early RuneScape days, when did you get started playing RuneScape?
Back in classic days, to be honest. I was
like the
game probably
RuneFest 1?
late. Yeah, basically RuneScape 1. Basically the first year, probably towards the end of 2001, early 2002. So I've been around since almost the beginning.
That's amazing. This is the first person I've talked to that's actually played that long. That's great.
You're more boomer than we are.
Yeah, this is extreme boomer.
Extreme boomer skate.
What do you remember about those days, though? Was it like, I know it's like a completely different world.
The one thing I remember is just when Halloween masks were dropped and they just started appearing on the ground randomly on like every world. But other than that, I do remember falling for the trim my rune armor kind of scam. And I was pretty upset about that back in the day. But lesson learned, right?
Yeah,
Valuable
exactly.
Lessons. Don't trust RuneScape players at all.
Lesson number 1: don't trust anybody in this game.
But early days, I don't know. I do like the old style, the classic days, but then they canceled that like a year or two ago or something like that. Other than that, I don't really remember anything until we started having those RuneScape gatherings back in 2008, 2009. Yeah. Everything before that was kind of a blur.
Oh, really? It just kind of popped out. You probably weren't like a full-time crazy. You weren't level 99 everything by then.
Oh yeah, no,
you're probably just a casual player. Yeah,
right after high school or whatever is when I kind of went ham on it, and I maxed within a year basically.
Oh man. So when did you get into the video making stuff then? If you were playing that early, I don't remember any RuneScape 1 videos out of you.
No, I think I started playing after, or not playing, but making videos after I think one of the first creators I found was Skychi, if I remember correctly.
Me too.
Yeah. Him and oh god, I can't remember his name. Slade, aka Kevin.
Yeah,
I think is his
YouTube name. That's Dark Arm 3.
Yeah. Oh
yeah, Dark Arm. There you go.
Yeah. You took the same career path as me.
That guy was awesome. I commented on his video one time, and I was like, "Hey, I'm getting 99 strength. I want you to be there." And then he fucking actually went.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
I was like, "Oh my god!"
He's a cool guy.
Right after that is when I started getting into video making. So I think like my earlier videos was probably late 2007, early 2008, something like that.
Before me, you're old generation then. You're not the new school. You're the old school. That's great. What were your first video making days like? Do you remember like your first videos was just like all RuneScape music videos?
They were awful. I did some music videos. I think I did like 2. I did like a System of a Down one, and then I forgot what the other one was.
Probably Linkin Park.
Probably, to be honest. Everyone did that.
Yeah.
And then I started trying to get into the comedy bit. It's funny when I actually started doing the comedy stuff. That's the moments when I figured out how to do panning and zooming. So I went overboard on that stuff. So when
special effects, go.
Yeah, basically, it's like I found out how to do something. Let me show it off by doing it every millisecond, every frame.
Hey, that was how you flexed your editing skills back in the day.
But like my videos were pretty dumb. I did parodies, and I think one of my earlier ones was how to get a girlfriend on RuneScape.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah,
I remember that one. Yeah.
Old stuff, but I tried to do like a how-to series. Did it work? No. I lost 10K.
No comment on that one.
For things to ask our guests is about, whether the editing that they did back in the videos that they did back like 10 years ago had any impact on, what they're doing today. So like, is there anything that you're doing in terms of like editing videos or videography still? I know that you're doing Twitch stuff, but I'm not really sure if that's something, if that's the extent of your videography skills or if you're doing anything else.
Like more professional work kind of thing in a field, so to speak. I kind of did for a little while. I was working for a company. I won't say the name or anything like that, but I was doing customer service for a while, and they had, a creative department, and there was one guy in there that I became friends with because he's a gamer. And I told him I used to do videos, just, casual talk and everything like that. And within about 6 months, he had already gone up to his director or whatever. And then over a course of some months or whatever, I ended up starting to work on videos for them in a more professional sense. And I had to like relearn some of the aspects of it in new programs like Adobe Premiere kind of thing. But it was a lot of fun. I did some stuff. I wasn't in their department, but they were, coming to me on like a monthly basis to see if I wanted to, work on something for them, make videos for them. And they were paying me too, by the way. So it just wasn't trying to take advantage of me while I was in another department.
Right.
So I did some stuff through that and got paid for it. And then, a lot of things happened, and it, like they weren't hiring at that time in their department, but then, long story short, COVID happened, and then they weren't hiring anyone, and then they lost basically everyone. And nothing really ever came from that, unfortunately, but it was fun. And I do have some stuff on my portfolio, so to speak, kind of thing.
Is that something you're looking to get into more in the future? Is professional video making for studios?
Oh, I would love to do like content creation, not necessarily just for YouTube or Twitch or anything like that, but video editing is definitely something I really enjoy.
Okay, well, if I ever get big, I'll be sure to hire you because I absolutely hate video editing. So you're number one on my list right now.
Yeah, send those messages in my ear. I will absolutely
will do.
So what are you doing these days? Is anything like in terms of both, RuneScape content creation, in terms of, real life occupation, if you're, at liberty to talk about that?
Oh yeah, well, currently nothing at the moment. Lost the job and everything like that due to everything, which is unfortunate. And aside from that, I won't go too much into detail with that because it's not too entertaining, I suppose. But I figured during all that time when the quarantining all started happening last year, and I was still playing RuneScape, that's when I was like, okay, let me get back to video making again. And only recently did my videos over the last like month and a half actually got attention. So I am trying to pursue content creation right now for YouTube and Twitch. It's just one of those things that it's very, very hard to get into. Not necessarily like I'm making bad content. I don't think I'm making bad content, although I do think I could do better. However, just being discovered and knowing people, getting people to know that you exist is the struggle. So lately, like if you were to go to my YouTube channel right now or whatever, you looked at the views over the course of the last like 9 or 10 months. I started off with like getting 100, 200 views, which is still is better than zero. Right. And then from December, I had one video that the YouTube algorithm liked, ended up getting like, I think it's at 40,000 views now. And the last like 3 or 4 videos that I've uploaded have all gone over 10, 15,000 views. So I'm actually starting to get discovered.
That's great. That's good. You just have to keep at it until you hit that magic streak there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to plug your shit. What's your channel called?
Oh, it's just ImaDrum.
ImaDrum. I think it's the same thing on Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Awesome. Check it out, guys. It's good stuff. So if you had your way, I say I can give you 1 million subs. What would you prefer doing? Would you want to do Twitch? Would you want to do YouTube?
Honestly, I have to say both. I can't just pick one. Mm-hmm. The reason why is because they both offer, separate things. Obviously, Twitch, when I live stream, it's more of a live interactive, kind of content. I can actually interact live with the people who are actually willing to take time out of their days to watch me, right? And that's cool. And then the YouTube aspect of it, I can actually be a bit more creative and edit videos and provide a different kind of atmosphere over there versus on Twitch. So I would do both at the end of the day. I can't just pick one or the other.
That's great. Yeah, as far as content though, is there anything you'd prefer doing, that just like the comedy kind of stuff that you've been doing, or anything you prefer?
I actually haven't even done comedy really. I kind of want to get back into it, but recently, from the videos that have blown up for me recently, have all been about clue scrolls. I've been doing clues literally for almost about 5 months. And when you think of clue scrolls and YouTube content, it's like it's weird. It's how do you make that entertaining? Because like before I even started making that kind of content, I literally researched my quote unquote competition, right?
Yeah.
So I looked at a whole bunch of different clue opening related videos, and they're all the same. They're just someone standing at a bank opening up clues. They're like, oh, I got this. That's not bad. Okay, this one sucks. This one sucks. This one sucks. They're standing there opening it. Right. And don't get me wrong, I like clues in general, so I enjoy the content, but the struggle was trying to figure out how to make it entertaining. So I figured out, let me pick a song or whatever it is, and then I'm going to match the openings up with the beat or the melody or whatever it is of the song itself. And then I incorporated my sprite stuff that I started learning to try and tell a story along with it. And just over time, people are actually like enjoying it because it's different.
It's unique. Yeah, that's what you really need to do, is find that niche and then make it unique so that people keep coming back, because you're not the guy that's just like, okay, I'm just opening a scroll. Watch me.
Exactly. It's like if I want people to watch my videos or whatever, I got to make it worth their time.
Yeah, exactly. That's great. So,
right.
I'm glad you found your niche.
You're not going
that's perfect.
insane from all those clues, dude. That's fucking crazy. 5 months of clues. No, that's seriously nuts, man.
5,000 medium clues. I'm like 4.3 thousand,
Oh my
almost 4.4 thousand hard clues.
Wow.
And the big thing about my series right now is that I'm stacking up the master caskets. Like I haven't opened a single one. And so pretty soon I'll have like a stack of 500 master caskets, and I'm just going to open them all at once and hopefully get the pen and hopefully make them a lot of money, but we'll see.
Oh wow! So you haven't opened so not the master ones? Those are like the big, those are the fun ones. So do you even have a chance to get like the big like third age cool items with any of the others like caskets that you've been opening? I forget how.
Yeah, hard clues.
Have you gotten anything?
I've gotten 2 third age items. Not the most expensive one, but it's still cool to see. I made more money from medium clues than I did with hard clues so far.
Oh wow!
Really?
Like $1 billion gold.
I got a bill? What the fuck?
Yeah. Ranger boots and medium clues are just too good.
Oh, I'll have to keep that in mind when I'm doing clues.
Yeah. If you guys want to make money, medium clues is where it's at. You get 1 pair of Ranger boots, that's 35 mil right there.
Yeah, there you go, guys. Pro tips right here on the BS podcast.
Wait, not yet. No, wait. I need to do them first so the prices of eclectic implinks don't skyrocket. Hold up.
Yeah, don't give any secrets away. It might affect your.
But no, I actually enjoy clues, so it works out. And plus, actually making the videos along with it just makes it a little bit more fun for me.
I can imagine, yeah. And doing stuff you like, and then you film it, and people eat it up. That's great. I wish I could do that more.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So we have to go back to our RuneFest days because that's where we've all met up, and that's where all the fun stories are. So, sorry, I'm reading chat.
No worries.
What do you remember about you? You just went to the 2011 one, right? Because you got the Golden Gnome. That was your award for the Golden Gnome, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Well, yeah, the Golden Gnome. Back when the rewards for winning a Golden Gnome were better, so
you actually got something.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
We got the Golden Gnome, obviously, the lifetime membership, and everything paid for the trip on RuneFest. So that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And now you just get here's 3 months membership. Thanks.
I can't believe that. I cannot believe that.
3 months membership, if that. I don't even think they give that out anymore. It's just like a pat on the back from a JMod, and good job, guys.
Thanks for advertising our game.
Yeah, exactly.
Continue to do that.
Exactly.
So back to RuneFest. So what do you remember from that trip? Like Kyle is always talking about how that was like one of the best trips of his life, and he always remembers it. Do you have the same kind of experience, or were you drunk the entire time and don't remember any of it?
It was my first time traveling alone, let alone traveling out of the country alone. So I was a bit nervous, and I guess scared a little bit. But like literally after the first day, I was like, "This is fun as shit." Yeah, this is awesome. So I had a blast. It was a lot of fun meeting new people who you actually play the game and have like the same common interests, and then also meeting people that you've known for X amount of months or years and meeting them in person, and then also meeting all the content creators at the time. I mean, we didn't even call each other content creators back then.
Yeah, we were just YouTubers, I believe.
Yeah, so like actually meeting each other was a cool experience as well. So I had a blast.
Who do you remember meeting?
I remember we did a live stream on the rooftop of a hotel.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
I barely remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, we tried
dude,
to hype
we're
that
fucking
up. We were hotel on the hotel rooftop.
The Mint.
What servers
Mint.
were we using at that time? Yeah, that was before Twitch was a thing.
I think it was just YouTube. Wait, no, did YouTube have a live stream thing back then?
No, it would have been like Justin TV or something like that. Yeah, it would have been like, I can't even remember the name of it now. It's the one Twitch bought, but
I can't remember. But it was a lot of fun. It was interesting. I remember meeting to Noob Show more specifically with his experience, because he actually I lost contact with him literally right after RuneFest, but he had me help him with a video, not a RuneScape related video, but a project that he was working on when he was in school, like in college or whatever, and he made me pretend to throw my laptop off the London Bridge or whatever. And I've always wanted to see it, but I lost contact with him.
Oh no.
And I don't know how it turned out.
Kyle, you have to ask him.
Hey, we're going to send him something. Okay. I had to follow up with him.
I don't know if he remembers or has it, but I remember like I had a laptop and he was like, "Hey, you want to help me with the school project?" I was like, "Help to noob show with something?" Fuck yeah.
Done and done.
Yeah. He was like, "Throw your laptop off the bridge," and I was like, "For to noob show, fuck yeah."
Yo, hey,
sir,
do this, bro. It's for a video.
He was telling me to do something, and I was
Hey,
like,
dude, give me $20. It's for a video.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
No, but I still want to see it. I don't know if he has it at all, but I wanted to see that for so long. It's been like 10 years. I want to see it if he still has it.
Oh man,
Damn, dude, I really want to get him on now. Fuck.
yeah, we're trying hard to get him on.
That's we asked him about it, but like, you know, we're doing our best to respect his boundaries, because he actually is he wants to be a little more distant from, you know, the internet world, which I totally understand. You know, I don't blame him, but you know, at the same time, I'm like, fuck, I want to talk to him so bad.
We want to know what he's been up to. We can tell him this isn't on the internet. Don't worry about it. It's just us talking. You know, nobody will ever see it. Our whole 5 viewers will be the only people that may see it. But
exactly. But no, wait. So how did you do you did like a laptop fake out throw, or did you actually drop it out?
It was just like it was like an actual. It was like it wasn't even my laptop. I took my parents' laptop for the trip, but
you threw that off the bridge.
It was like what do you?
That's
Where's Where's my laptop? Oh, well, the noob show told me to throw it off a bridge, bomb. Sorry.
He's YouTube famous. What do you want me to say? No. Nah, it was supposed to be some sort of like stop motion kind of video, so it was done in stills. So.
Okay, I see. Cool though. Yeah, I mean, the one thing that really stood out to me from the trip, I have to ask this to everyone. I'm sorry, Jason. To everyone who's been to RuneFest.
Here it comes.
11.
Here it comes.
But here's
apologies to the
apologies
to the chat
from the trip. I have to ask this to everyone. I'm sorry, Jason. To everyone who's been to RuneFest.
Here it comes.
11.
Here it comes.
But here's
the
question. The guy. And his kid.
The annoying kid?
Yeah, there. Hey, we got someone. Kyle feels vindicated.
We fucking did it!
I think it was like a curly-haired kid, but I just remember him always being around us and his dad not caring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And he always called his kid by his RuneScape name, not his actual name. Do you remember that?
That I don't remember, but I just remember the kid always running around and his dad was nowhere in sight.
And he was always with the video maker, just tailing him around like, hey, you guys are my new best friends now. I'm going to hang out with you.
Yeah, basically.
And Cam going, get off me. Get off my leg. Don't go away.
Whenever he wasn't talking to me, I just remember, God, I'm glad he's not talking to me.
Yeah.
The guy.
I need to have we have to get my brother on like the show or like a stream or something, because he does such a good impression of the guy.
We should
like when he does
your brother on.
It will jog your memory. Yeah.
We need to get everyone together and just go to the next RuneFest.
That'd be so fun, dude. I want to have like a 10-year reunion.
Yeah, that's an idea. That's an idea. Oh, that would be this year though. We'd have to have COVID like wrap up really quickly though.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't think they're doing one this year, are they?
I don't. I think they said no. I can't imagine them planning something. You have to do logistics and all that fun stuff. So it's probably off.
Probably do a live stream of sorts.
11-year reunion. It's on. We can do it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
One thing I remember, which is at the expense of me, was I broke my golden gnome. I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you have to get it replaced. Yeah, we've talked about this, but on another.
Did they give you one?
Over the course of like several years that they were going to replace it, and they never did. And at this point, like I was telling God, I think we were talking about it last week or 2 weeks ago when you originally asked me to come on here.
Right.
That I try to reach out, or I have tried to reach out to several JMods over the years. And at this point, I've given up. But I don't even think they believe that I'm a previous Golden Gnome winner at this point.
I just reached out for you too. So the guy that got my thing restored, I messaged him and I was like, yeah, Drum's trying to get he won the Golden Gnome. He's trying to get his lifetime membership renewed. Can you hook him up again, he's like, yeah, well, I'll get into it. I haven't heard anything from him either. So they're
Yeah, I mean, I still got
blowing us
like
all
4
off, apparently.
years until it's gone, but I'm just
Okay.
can you just slap in like a 50,000 years or something?
50,000.
That way,
yeah, please.
just
To pass it down to your great grandchildren playing on Drum's old lifetime account.
God, could you imagine? Yeah. Well, no. When you die, they have to legally take it away from you. So
that's right. Yeah.
It's only your.
They can't prove that he died though.
That's right. Just go off the grid, dude. They can't prove your death.
it's just a countdown of when they're sending someone out to find me. I guess to make sure that the membership doesn't get extended.
Mod assassins coming to your door trying to kill you.
I was worried about that last week.
Like right when it runs out, like a week before, 2 weeks before, they're gonna be like, you know what? We'll send you your golden gnome. What's your address?
Oh my god!
There you go. How we do it?
Well, Jason's trying to get like an actual like current @JagXJ mod because we've had former J mods on. We had Matt K on last week and then Mod Pop before, and we want to try to get someone from the actual company so it can be like legit. Or else I'm just gonna hit up Matt K because Matt K was so fucking chill. I'm just gonna be like. Can you just spray paint a gnome and send it to Rob?
That's official enough, right? Yeah, that works.
It's literally what they did.
Weird how it broke though. Like I dropped it like 2 inches from the ground and it shatters.
You just knocked it over. I remember I was sitting next to you, and you just kicked it over. And
I felt so
totally broke because that's the thing. Yeah,
I was like, they
were like
dollars to give me this, and I broke it.
yeah. Well, they looked at you, and I remember they're like, "Oh, we'll get you a new one," but they never fucking did. And
man.
Oh well, I just got to win a new one now. I suppose.
Yeah, that's what you got to. That's what I got to do. I never got one. They just gave me lifetime membership and no gnome, so I got to actually win a legit one now. I can't just spray paint my own. It doesn't work like that.
It's not an actual.
Yeah, I guess it's not the same. It ruins the magic of it because if you're spray painting a gnome yourself, it's not quite the same as somebody else spraying the gnome. Which honestly, Jason, that's what we're gonna do. The goal of this podcast is to get Rob a new golden gnome, and God help me, we're gonna do it ourselves. If we can't get any of the J mods to do it, we'll fucking ship you one.
I'll ship it to England first. Have somebody else package it up, put like scribble Jagex on it, and then ship it to Rob so it looks official, but he'll have no idea it was us.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. Did you keep the shards of the gnome, or did you just throw it out?
Honestly, I think they're at my parents' house, like probably in their garage somewhere.
You kept the shards. Just sell that individually shard of a golden gnome.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the broken one is cooler. It's like the fucking sword of Isildur in fucking Lord of the Rings. You have to reforge it in the fires of the Jagex company headquarters. Yeah.
If you just spray it with enough gold paint, it should fuse together. It'll look good. Won't even tell it's broken.
Yeah, real gold, baby.
Imagine real gold.
What are some fond memories? What are the good memories? I feel like we've been asking about like the annoying guy and the broken golden gnome.
Yeah, what are your good memories from RuneFest? Yeah, there you
go. They paid for everything. That's good.
Oh yeah, I can't complain there.
Yeah, there you go. That's true.
Did you get the steak dinner with Mark Gerhard? Were you for there? I can't remember what that was.
I remember I do remember we went out to dinner because I think right before that we were like they wanted to take pictures of us like in the park or something like that. And then I think we went to dinner right afterwards. I can't remember. But I do remember a dinner with everyone because I remember I had ordered like a side like Caesar salad and I hated it because it actually like there's anchovies in Caesar.
Oh yeah, right? And if they overdo it tastes horrible.
Yeah, they overdo it, and I was just like, oh, gross. And I remember asking for a to-go box. They didn't know what a to-go box was, and I was like, oh shit.
No, you eat it here. There's no to-go.
What? I didn't know that was like a difference between America and Britain. Did that not make it to Britain yet?
They haven't released it yet. It's version 2.
They haven't patched that out yet.
There's a Jira ticket for it yet.
It's a Jira ticket out? Yeah. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Jason. I totally cut you off.
Oh, do you remember the first day there? Is that when you met the Tanoop Chat? I remember we went to, like, there's an arcade, and we
that was like the night before everyone.
Yeah. Did you go to that one?
Yeah, I went to that.
That's where the guy made his like first appearance and started like talking to everybody, and everyone's like trying to find their way around.
You gotta get him on the podcast.
Dude, I honestly we talked so much shit about him that I don't want to.
Kyle, that would be the easiest interview. Come on, we would just say, "So, how have you been?" And then we could just like sit back and you would just talk nonstop, and we'd be done.
I don't even know how you'd find that guy. I don't even know his real name.
He only goes by his RuneScape name.
He's like an enigma. We don't even have him in pictures. There's no photographic evidence that the guy was even real.
No. I got him on my RuneScape. I believe he's on my Excel, like one of the Excel Goes to RuneFest videos. But I've since privatized those, so they're not available for public consumption. But I can take a look and find it there.
Put that back up. I need to see. I need to see.
They're so cringeworthy. I don't want to put those back up. They're so cringeworthy. I do not want those public.
Unlisted and then send us the links.
Okay, I can do that. Yeah, that's doable. I'll do that.
Yeah.
And then you guys are going to copy it and then upload it yourselves. And yeah, I know how that goes.
Right. Yeah. If you don't show us the link, we're not going to give Rob a golden gnome. So now you're the bad guy.
I'm the bad guy. So I was going to say, remember that first night? So that's where I brought the Noob Show to the gallery. Or I think I met people beforehand, but then I was like, okay, come on, Kim, we're hanging out at the arcade. You should come. So I like went back and actually walked him back to where the arcade was, and I brought him into the bar, and like everyone's just kind of milling around. I don't think anybody really knew who he was yet. But then or at least recognized him. And then I was like, let's just go play some pool. So we grabbed like some pool balls and we go off into the side room that like nobody's in. And just like within 2 minutes, like the entire like RuneFest gathering in the arcade had moved into the pool room because Excel and the Noob Show were playing pool in there. And it was just like crazy. I don't remember if you remember that, but when did you actually meet Cam? What did you say to him?
I know I met him at the hotel.
Oh, at the hotel. Was that before the Friday night thing?
I think it was after. Like,
okay. I think everybody probably walked back to the hotel. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember the whole walk back to the hotel kind of thing. And I remember, well, I don't know if Poppy wants to, I don't know if Poppy will get in trouble or anything like that.
No, she won't. She doesn't work there anymore.
Oh, true. But I remember she was just walking us all back to the hotel, and she just had a bottle of something.
That was Friday night. Or that was Sunday night. Sunday night, yeah.
Okay, I remember that walk. That's when I got sick after I got back home. I'm sure
we all got sick when we got back home. That was par for the course.
Someone had something and then gave it to everyone else.
Yeah, I do remember that vaguely, but
we almost lost Gary for a while.
Oh yeah. Oh, you were talking about that too when I came in. Because you had mentioned you had listened and remembered losing Gary, or almost losing Gary. Like everybody wanted to ditch him. I was like, no, we're not going to leave a 15-year-old, or I think he was 16 at the time. It's like, no, we're not going to leave a 16-year-old kid on the street to fend for himself. Let's stay here.
So much happened. It's been like so long.
It's like I said, we need to have that 11-year reunion. I don't think it'll be good for everybody.
Yeah, right. Put the pieces of the puzzle together from everyone.
I need to get enough donation. Maybe that should be my donation goal. Is like $2,000 to fly me back to RuneFest, so I can actually afford it.
The donation goal is we get Rob a new golden gnome not a trick. That's the goal. We just talked about it.
All right.
We're all going to the next RuneFest. We're all going to meet up right at headquarters, and we're going to march in. I'll be the first one in, and y'all are going to be my backup for when I start asking for my gnome.
Demanding a new golden gnome.
Wait, should we? Do like one of those like. We'll do like a public art piece, and we'll actually spray paint you a golden gnome in the middle of RuneFest to like stick it to Jagex and be like, fuck you guys. None of you guys got him a new golden gnome. We're going to do it ourselves.
We get a golden gnome, we march it in there and like hold a bunch of JMods like hostage, and we'll give them the spray can and the gnome, and we're like, spray paint this now. We like surround them like in a big menacing circle and then make them spray paint it right there on the spot.
And they have to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we'll do that. That'll be fun. Yeah, all right. So we're going to get everyone together, and they're going to be like, you have to do it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like it. That's good.
All right. Got a plan. That's the way I like it.
Yep.
if only the Golden Gnome competitions were kind of like before, where the actual part of the prize was a trip to the next year's RuneFest or whatever. We all just enter again. We all win again. and then we
Well, they
just
have
meet
enough
up that
categories
way.
these days. We might be able to pull that off. I don't think they're making enough
God.
money these days to be
Yeah.
doing that. So
The
unfortunately,
way
we'll
they
have
do
to
Golden
find our own
Globes,
way.
though, is kind of disappointing.
Why is that?
Well, I like the actual competition portion of it. Like you have to create something new in said category, and then go through the normal things like you did before, like voting and all that kind of stuff. Nowadays, it's like you make a video in January, and that happens to like be nominated. 10 months later down the road, that one wins best video of the year.
Yeah. Well, that
Like
even happened back in the.
me.
That even happened back in the original Machinima contest. Like I remember one of the videos that was going against me. I think it's the one that got second place. Was released like 4 months before, and they just kind of packaged it up, cut off like 20 seconds of it, and said, "Here's my entry," and went with that. But
I like the idea of having a competition where you have to create something new.
I do too.
So,
something like you got 2 weeks to come up with your best go, and it has to be original.
Yeah. Prompts,
Now there's just like best video of the year, best YouTuber of the year, or something. I forget all the categories.
Yeah, they're trying to be like the Oscars.
Yeah, basically now it's like who has the most subscribers now.
Yep. Wow. So like nothing changed, Jason. Nothing changed.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah. I guess it's the same old, same old. I actually had to get into the finals. Though. I mean, there is that, but I was surprised a lot of the people that didn't get in there too. Like Chisel and Ant Venom had some amazing videos. I was like, oh god, there's no way I'm gonna beat these guys when their videos came out. I was like, oh, I'm so screwed. And then I was surprised when like the finalists came out. And it was like me and Kyle. I was like, oh, I got Kyle. This is easy. But I was surprised.
All right. Well, my flex on you is I want to know him and you didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got me there. So.
What was your gnome video that won? I forgot.
It was the thing.
The trees.
What about the trees? Yeah. Like I literally made a tree fire and it won. I'm like how?
It was funny. It was hysterical. I actually liked that video too because I had like the same idea. I was looking through my scripts because I remember I knew I had you on the show. So I was like, I swear I had a video about like trees like being self-aware and making a video out of it. And I couldn't find the script for it. I was like, I know I did something like that. And then I remembered I did the exact same thing in Minecraft. So I had that same idea, but I never actually made it for RuneScape. I think it's because you came out with the trees thing. So like, oh, well, it's already been done now. I can't do it. So then I went to Minecraft. I was like, well, let me like implement it here. And I did a couple of things like life is a grass brick or life is a cow or something like that. But it was essentially the same idea. I thought that was a great idea for a video, and you did it really well. I was really
the editing's so bad on it when I look back now. I'm like, I could do that.
We all do that. The editing's terrible on all our old stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we were looking at Kyle videos earlier this week. Kyle before he went through puberty. Kyle Star Wars.
Yeah, they're all still up. They're all still up on my channel. I haven't privated anything.
Brave man, yeah.
I wasn't expecting you guys to go through it on a Discord screen share though. Kyle without a beard. Yeah, I know. It is weird to see me without a beard in some of those videos.
That's most of the videos,
most of them, yeah. It's really only the recent ones that I did where I got the beard. So
got the scroll on his face.
Shit, man. Yeah, exactly. No, it's just it is pretty crazy to see how much your shit has changed over time. And sometimes I look back in old videos where I'm like, how the fuck did I mostly am in awe of the fact that I had time to do that. Like these days, I just have no time. I can't. And I'm like, I get stressed out thinking about video projects. And I'm like, that'd be fun, but I only got like an hour of free time a day. Yeah.
Just run little by little. It may take a month or two, but something.
So, Rob, what are you up to other than RuneScape these days? You playing anything else? You just sticking mostly to RuneScape and doing those clue scrolls, or?
I mean, I plan on doing like different kinds of like content, sticking to RuneScape as of right now, and for the foreseeable future. But I do plan on doing playing other games eventually. There's just no current games out right now that I'm just interested in.
Oh, really? So you don't play anything at all? You're just strictly RuneScape?
Yeah,
video game monogamist. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm waiting for I mean, there's a variety of games I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the new Diablo 2 remaster.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming out.
Halo Infinite and Diablo 4, and then some other games here and there that are more indie. They're just not a single one is released. So I'm just like, all right, RuneScape is it is. Let's just focus on content.
Did you play Diablo back in the day?
Oh yeah, I played that more than RuneScape back, like Diablo
2001. That's like 2001, 2002 time frame, isn't it?
Yeah,
I remember spending way too much time on that as well. And then I played Diablo 3, and it was like, as soon as I beat I went through one level and beat Diablo at the end, I was like, I don't really want to grind this. I remember doing this for Diablo 2. I don't want to do it again.
I played Diablo 3 differently than most, and then I stopped playing after they got rid of the real money auction house, to be honest.
Oh.
I took advantage of that way too much, but it was worth it.
I remember that.
There probably wasn't a day where I didn't make at least $200, $250 for about a year.
Well, I might have to play
that. Thank God,
dude. I took way advantage of that.
Maybe we gotta boot up Diablo again. Yeah.
We have to play Diablo 2 with you when it comes out, though. That sounds like a fun time.
Oh yeah, I'm so down. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. Hopefully they're not going to charge an arm and a leg for it. Like they're remastering.
Like
Is it? Oh God, really? See, they're releasing Mass Effect 3. They're remastering that, but it's going to be like a $70 download, and I'm like, oh God, do I want to pay $70 for a remaster of a game I've already played the crap out of? Is that worth it?
Yes, because I never played the DLC in Mass Effect because I was a cheap kid, and now I can do it because I have money.
Includes the DLC.
So
I can buy that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. Yeah, I can treat myself.
Yeah, Blizzard's definitely taking advantage of the Diablo 2 because they know it's going to be big. It's got a very dedicated fan base, I would say.
Oh yeah. Well, that game's been going on for. I mean, they still play it. Like you go, there's Diablo 2 servers like still going. It's like such a popular.
I still watch videos on Diablo 2 myself as well.
Yeah. There you go.
I thought it was going to be like a $20 kind of, here's the remastered version, here's $20 or whatever. I was like, okay, cool. Then I looked at it, it's like $50 for like the standard one, and then there's like an extra, $10 for another one or whatever it is. But I'm just like, God damn.
I think I remember paying $20 for it brand new when it came out, like years and years ago.
Oh man.
I remember getting that big battle chest of like Diablo 1 and 2 and like the game guide or something, and like I remember always seeing that like Best Buy for like $40. I'm like, is this game ever like fucking 10, 15 years old? But no. It's a very popular game, and I totally underestimated that.
It's a fun one. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I know you're playing a little bit of Halo on PC too, Rob, right?
Oh, Halo's fun. I love Halo. Like RuneScape, Diablo, and Halo probably like top 5 for sure. Top 3 even maybe for me for a franchise.
That was only 4, wasn't it? What were your top 5 again? Rank your top 5.
Well, I said 3. I was just saying I left room for growth for a 5.
Oh, this is my top 5. I don't have 2 other games, but I mean, there's definitely space available there if someone comes out with a good game.
Yeah, I mean, if I've been playing a game like RuneScape for 20 years, I got to put it in my top list.
At least
or whatever.
cracks the top 5, yeah. Maybe top 3. We'll sneak it in there.
Yeah. That's the thing. I feel like I haven't really had like a game that I've been coming back to. Like the only reason I come back to RuneScape is for like this show. Like literally we like Jason and I just like don't play this game. I feel like we just I've been bouncing around in games, and like thing has really been like that consistent of a game like RuneScape was for me. And like I think that maybe that's just it. Like there's just you can't replace it. It's like just that it's just left that RuneScape size void in terms of like my gaming. And there's no way to fill it except for just more RuneScape. So
more RuneScape,
that's just it.
More RuneScape. It takes forever to get things done.
Yeah. That's the one thing. This is the grind that like drives me nuts.
If you could get through a RuneScape grind, you can get through any other game, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like sitting right now, I'm like, wow, what do I want to do? Do I want to grind range? No, not really. That's why I like the can. I could just sit here and get some range levels while talking to people. But I'm actually been playing a little bit more. Like I'll pop on during the week and play here and there to my wife's chagrin. But I'm playing. I find myself playing a little bit more than I used to, but still not quite enough to call myself hardcore like I used to back in the day.
Yeah.
And the fact that they reset everything in OSRS, that you have to, oh, great. So I had level 90 everything, not to go back and grind it again.
I've already been there and done that.
Yeah, so it's just like Diablo 2 for me. It's like, I've already done this. Do I want to do this again?
Right.
I don't think so.
Right.
Yeah. So Rob, other than video games, are you looking to do anything else like travel wise or fun or like activities? I don't know. Do you play sports or anything?
Travel. No sports. Yeah. I mean, I was supposed to travel this year to a few different areas, but not this year, sorry, but last 2020 or whatever.
Yeah.
But obviously all that kind of stuff got put on hold. But I'd like to travel and do more things instead of just being inside all the time, even though I love being inside because that's where all my stuff is, right?
This is my jam, yeah.
Yeah.
It was so funny when like people were like, "Oh no, quarantine for 2 weeks." I'm just like, "Shit, I've been prepping for this my whole life." I'm loving it. But no, I want to go out and do more things. Obviously, like right now, I would say my main focus is trying to become a better / more known content creator for YouTube and Twitch. That's where I'd like to do, or what I would like to do, because it's just fun. Content creation is fun. It's like it would definitely be a dream job, right?
Obviously, yeah.
To be able to do that, I would love that. So I was like, with all this downtime starting last year, figured let me give it a real go kind of thing, and see where it goes. But,
so you don't have a full-time job right now? Is this what you're doing full-time?
No, I do some freelance video editing. I haven't done so in the last month, but I have done some freelance video editing for a YouTuber. He recently just got a partnership, so I'm waiting for him to just send me some more stuff so I can start working on that kind of stuff. But if you know anyone looking for an editor,
yeah. Well,
yeah.
That helps immensely. Like if you got the free time to actually do all this stuff, that lets you like kind of figure out what you want to do, what works. And if you have a job like me and Kyle, it's just okay. We could do one podcast a week, and that's pretty much our maximum potential. But it's good that you've got that time to really dig in and find out what to do. And like I said, your podcast looks great. I mean, visually, you look like a pro. So it's just know that you're heading in the right direction.
You call it a podcast.
I go for stream. Yeah, stream. Stream.
My stream's only been growing recently because of YouTube, but I want them both to grow at the same time. If I'm going to make it into a thing, I got to do both.
Yeah, I diversify, guys. That's what I found out. Like nobody was coming to this thing until I started throwing stuff up on YouTube, and then I was getting a few more people popping into my stream. So yeah, definitely throw it as many platforms as you can get.
Yeah, YouTube is basically just endless, quote unquote, free 24/7 advertisement for your stream, basically.
Yeah. Right. Plus, you get paid for it too if people come and view it there.
Exactly.
So I can't complain.
Trying to grow on like just Twitch alone is so difficult, dude. Like, I literally. Yeah, exactly. It's like you kind of have to rely on just people stumbling upon your stream and just like hanging out there, but like that rarely happens, Yeah.
Plus, one thing you just got to keep in mind is that the people that do come to your streams are not always available when you stream, even if you're very consistent with the schedule or whatever. Like you do the podcast every Saturday or whatever at a certain time, and there's people here. Those same people, not all of them, will be available next week. Something may come up; they might have work that day, or anything in life can happen. So a bigger audience just means more people who could potentially be available, and you just got to figure out how to be discovered by more people.
Right. Yep. I'm trying to get my own core group going here. All three of them. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming again.
What are you talking about, Jason? You went from 3 to 6.
3 to 6. Those are the bots. The other 3 are the bots. I got the three regulars.
What are you talking about?
One of them's you, probably. Just idling.
I think that you've got a lot more from uploading the thing on YouTube, and that's like an advertisement in itself. So.
Yeah, bringing on JMods too apparently helps. Like I was like banging last week with like 20 people when I had a JMod on, so maybe
I watched the Mod Mac K one twice because the first one you uploaded, it ended abruptly, and then you fixed that immediately. I was like, okay, cool, let's watch it again.
Yeah. If that's my other goal is to have a podcast that actually has no technical flaws in it. There's always something going on. Like this week, my mic isn't working right, and like half the time I like forget to press record on the thing. So then I'm like digging through, like I'm downloading the actual stream file from Twitch just to get the audio portion of it for the YouTube video, and it's always something. So if I ever get to the point where we can just have a flawless stream where everything goes right and I don't have any technical difficulties, I'll be satisfied. I'll know I've made it, but I'm a long, long way from that, I think. How does yours, are you able to do that? Are you like flawless with your streams? You have no problems at all? You just pop out on, hit go, and you're good?
Me or Kyle?
You. Well, both of you, actually, yeah.
I'm always trying to fix something every time I.
Okay, so it's not just me. Okay.
Whenever I watch a VOD, I'm just like, damn, the music's too loud, or the music's too soft, or my mic's too loud, or I forgot to turn on my voice meter or whatever to have it open to add in that little extra, oomph to the voice kind of thing to make it more sound, professional. There's always something I miss every time.
That's good. Usually I'm like super quiet, and then Kyle and whoever we're interviewing is like super loud. So then I'm editing on the video, and it's like, oh, I can't do anything about this. I'm screwed. So then you just barely hear me like whispering.
Checklist.
Yeah.
Every time I go live, open all these programs now.
I've told Kyle before we need to have like a spatial checklist of all the things that we need to do before the stream. Like, okay, camera's on, yes. Okay, microphone levels, yes. Okay, got that. Lighting's on, yeah, okay, sure. I'm hitting record. Okay, go and launch. Just something like that, because we always forget something.
Yeah, I'm always just like, I'll leave that to future me, and then I'm just like, fuck you, past me.
Yeah, I'll fix it in post. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, my cannon's broken. What?
Oh,
they break.
You've been shooting too many guards this whole stream. Yeah, they fucking break.
Oh, I've never had a cannon long enough to actually see it break.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay, well at least that didn't cost me anything.
But yeah, no, I mean it's always a technical, streams. My streams, you guys know just as well as anyone. They never go without some kind of hitch. There's always some kind of bullshit. My computer will crash, or my mic is too quiet, or I'm breathing in the mic the entire time.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. So, it happens. I had 3 FPS last stream. My chat is yelling at me. I know. So it's always something. But the people are. I'm amazed by how patient everyone is, and I'm also grateful for that. So it's always, no matter what, you're in for an entertaining treat, and I think the people are cooperative with it because it's hilarious to see you struggle. That's my cynical take on it.
That's his advertising theme. It's like, come watch me because I'm gonna screw up and it's gonna be hilarious. Come see it.
Yes, you will love it.
Whatever happens, and just spread it.
Yeah. So Rob, I want to, we're actually about approaching the 1 hour mark here, but I have one last question, and I could ask this before or after we cut off the Spotify segment, but I think it'd be kind of an interesting Spotify question is, you did a lot of stuff with a lot of the, the RuneScape content creators back in the day that, that I'm familiar with, but like, who are the people that like you're working with these days? Is there anyone who we might recognize from back then? Is it all new people, or are you just kind of doing stuff stag, on your own?
Honestly, I don't know any of the current top creators in the RuneScape community. There's a couple people that I've talked with. I've reached out to a couple creators, like if they have their DMs open on Twitter, be like, hey, what are some tips in creating YouTube videos or whatever, just so I can kind of get a feel of what the popular stuff is now compared to what it was 10 years ago, because stuff 10 years ago is not going to fly nowadays.
Right.
I've reached out to several, and I've heard back from probably like one of them, and he's helped me out over the last couple of weeks, but I've only known him for like the last 2-3 weeks, which is Kemp Q. So whenever I have like I'm trying to come up with like a YouTube title or a YouTube thumbnail, I'll throw it to him. He'll help me out with some ideas. But that was like recent. But over the last year, trying to get into YouTube and everything like that, there's no one else that I know of. Then it's just getting people to find out who I am, and I'm still in that step 1 process, basically.
How long were you out of the YouTube game for?
Several years. I mean, I tried to do Minecraft like 2 to 3 years after everyone else did it. Like after like Kyle blew up and everyone else blew up, Gizzy, all of them. And I was like, okay, let me try to do Minecraft. And I did variety for a little bit, but I think I stopped back in like early 2018, and I just started again back last year. But it was variety before, and then now it's just RuneScape.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that the RuneScape stuff is sticking. I just pulled up your channel and it looks like you're doing great, man. Like, I'm glad that you found like your like I don't know, I guess like your niche and like your
Yeah.
you've got like you were saying, you've looked at the competition, you saw that like there's not really no one's really filling that spot of like narrative content in terms of what you're doing. And I think that you bring a unique perspective to that. So seriously, anyone who's listening right now, go check out ImaDrum on YouTube and Twitch. He makes some great content and always has for the last 10 years. I would say more than 10 years. I seriously highly recommend his stuff. I have to go check out some of your new stuff because I haven't seen it myself, but we'll definitely have to give it a watch after this.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thanks for the plug-in.
But of course. And I think that that's a pretty good conclusion to the Spotify segment here. I don't know, Jason, did you have any final questions before we cut off this portion?
No, I just want to say thanks again for saying yes and coming in. It's good to catch up with especially the guys that we met and hung out with at RuneFest. It was such a fun time. So great. I'm sorry. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Next week we've got, who do we have next week? Next week we have Colinello. Colinello. I think that's how he says it. Colinello.
I know that name.
Yeah. He's one of the, he's doing stuff current, so he's one of the current guys. So it's good to have new guys that I don't know so well on. It'll be fun to talk to him. And then the week after that, we have Airs Rain, which is a name that's goes way back.
Wow.
Yeah. So she said she'll come on, and I think that's all I got for now. But working on a few other people. So next week, hopefully, week after that should be fun. Please tune in for that. And thanks for listening, guys.